Hello and welcome everybody. I just wanted to do an update. Um, Lately I've not been doing all too much with the channel. I plan to do a lot of edited videos and very few streams, but I was mainly going to edit videos and produce more passionate projects. But a lot of things kind of threw a wrench in that plan, and I'll explain a little bit more. So, as everyone knew, at the end of summer, I moved into a new place, and it's awesome. It's a very awesome place. It's very cheap and everything else. I didn't have a door for the longest time, so whenever I went to record or do anything, there was a lot of white noise, a lot of reverb, a lot of static. I really disliked it. If there was a small little bit of movement in the house, it would come up, and I just could not. I did not want that. Um, then school started, and everything picked up. I had 18 credit hours. I was trying my best to make all A's, maybe one B, and I've been successful with that thus far. However, um, one really big wrench in that plan was my health. As soon as the summer ended, I started having extremely devastating allergic reactions. Um, Now, they're a lot more subtle compared to just an allergic reaction, like someone has some shellfish and they start like their throat starts collapsing and stuff like that. It's not devastating in that way, but it is devastating in certain other ways. For example, a lot of the allergic reaction is rashes. So I was like, okay, that's pretty standard. The problem is they won't go away. So for weeks upon weeks, there will be splotches on my skin that are just completely red, itchy, and everything of the sort, and then eventually it progresses to hives. When you start scratching hives, newsflash, you're tearing up even more skin. It's so much easier. Even with just the rashes, I've been able to cut through my own skin just by basically scratching. It gets to the point your skin gets thin and stuff like that. So the solution at the time was to have steroids. I had steroids for 2 weeks in a row, and it was clearing it up. And then eventually, the steroids became less effective. It started popping up even with the steroids, and even if you take steroids long term, it can cause osteoporosis and various other conditions that really do suck. Um, so I eventually went to an allergy specialist and had a lot of blood work done and all sorts of tests, and all of it came back negative. Um, for a vast majority of potential allergens and everything of the sort. So everything came back negative, and even extra other diseases, let's say Lyme disease, for example, or a few other ones that are based off the glands, adrenal glands and pineal glands and stuff like that, all came back negative. So the doctor I've been going to has said it's definitely autoimmune, which autoimmune means I'm allergic to something that my body naturally produces. And we've deduced that it's stress. I'm allergic to stress. So, okay, case clear, just don't stress. That's not how things work. You can't just stop stressing. Um, to be a productive adult in modern day society, you have to stress. There's no getting away from it. And the career that I'm going towards, you also need stress. um, or at least be able to manage that stress. So I wish I could make this update video with more information. Trust me, I really want to, and everything of the sort, but I just don't have the information. I'll have information around Thursday, this coming Thursday, November 3rd, and I should have a lot more concrete of an answer. Now, I should do some clarifications. So, as soon as I say allergic reactions, everyone immediately goes to laundry detergent or anything of the sort. I have not changed laundry detergents. I have not changed what fabric my clothes are in or anything of the sort. Um, it's literally just happening. It doesn't matter what I'm wearing. Does not matter what I'm using for detergent. It doesn't matter what soaps I'm using. It happens in the middle of the day, out of nowhere, and it will happen while I'm hanging out with my girlfriend sometimes. It will sometimes happen just in middle class. Um, Sometimes it happens in the middle of work. Um, and it's not just a few small splotches of skin or anything of the sort. It covers my entire body. My back is covered in it, and I'm itchy all the time. When I try and go to bed, I just feel the sharp sensations of wanting to itch. And the worst part is when I get on in the bed, I lay on my back. It hurts so much because of the hives. And it's one of those situations where my deteriorating health has made me have to focus on it, and I can't just not focus on school. I already signed up for the semester. I paid the college my money. My job is directly linked to the college. If I just dropped out, there's no job. I can't afford to pay bills. I can't afford food. I can't do this, can't do that. So, it's I've been trying my best to make sure I get high enough grades and everything of the sort while also combating this unknown condition that I currently have. Um, and to put it frankly, when your body is naturally going through a allergic reaction constantly, you're going to get tired. Uh, I've been absolutely tired, fatigued, and lightheaded every now and then just for the simple fact that I'm recovering from these allergic reactions. It takes a toll on your body. Um, to state the very least, it is. It just sucks. It truly does just suck. And I want to focus on making music. I want to make videos. I want to do all sorts of things. But currently, I'm so limited. Even when I just try and relax, it doesn't work. I've tried to cut out things in my life that I thought would help me. A lot of things that stress me out, I just kind of like cut out, and still yet it just persists continuously, and it just sucks. It just really does suck. My parents didn't even understand what was going on, and it took until just I think 2 weekends ago for them to realize the scale of this allergic reaction. It wasn't just something that, oh, it's just a rash or anything of the sort. No, it's my whole body. It gets so itchy to the point I can't help it. And I hate that so much. Even while I'm talking right now, my back is so itchy. I want to scratch it, but I don't I know I shouldn't. and it takes a lot of willpower not to. Even sometimes I just scratch my wrist without even thinking about it, and I have like gashes a little bit. So it's one of those things where I can't stop it. I can't just start taking steroids. It's only temporary relief. And even then, it can do a lot more damage than what the allergic reaction's doing if I do it such on long term. I could start taking the steroid creams, but the problem is the longer I have that, the more thin my skin is, to the point it's gonna break, bruise, and scratch so much easier. And I already know that that is only a temporary solution. Eventually, I'm going to have to scratch, and then I just cause a lot more bleeding and potentially an infection. So it is very difficult. It is very difficult to do all this, and I'm doing it all at the same time as college. And I was in a position in which I had to get 2.75 in GPA so I can continue my degree and everything of the sort. And I got to the point I fell behind in one class and thought it was better to cut that class out than just try my best to get a B in it, to say the very least. So now it's impossible to get 2.75, and I have to figure out what I'm going to do afterwards. There's a lot of unknowns, and I've tried to talk to people that could help me in this regard, and it's resulted in, oh, just make sure you're at 2.75. It's like, wow, thank you. That is so helpful. It's not like I already knew this or anything of the sort. It's not like that's already been hung over my head this entire semester, and I'm already trying my best. Like, what the heck? It's really stupid. Um, it's it's just a very difficult time for me, and I want to do these projects. I want to do a whole lot of things. I just can't. And my life is just currently very chaotic too. um I'm still trying to little by little do the Q&A video. The Q&A video is about an hour or two. The reason why is because there was a lot of multi-step questions that a lot of people asked. So, for example, what's my top 5 games of all time? Well, I didn't want to just give an answer of like, oh, it's this, 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 and this. I wanted to actually thoroughly explain why these games were my favorite. And it's just one of those things where I wanted to actually put more time and effort into it because it mattered a lot to me. So I focused on it, and I tried my best to collect as much footage as I could or make it somewhat more entertaining and everything of the sort. Um, there's a lot of videos that are just on my backlog that I want to edit and just make into something very fun. I just don't have the time. Even now, while I'm making this update video that's about to be 15 minutes, I have like 4 assignments I need to do before midnight. And this is with me working at full capacity as much as I could do. Um, so, yep, that's where I'm currently at. I I hate that this entire video was extremely negative, very depressing somewhat, but I hope you guys do at least understand what's going on with me, and I'll try and give more information as I get the information and try and make educated decisions. Hope you guys had a decent time listening to this at least. I'm not dead, I swear. I don't think I'm dying either. But it sure sucks. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.